So this is where we are so far. Got the trees cut back, which was phase 1. So no trees hanging over the house. Phase 2, we actually installed the new windows. And for phase 3, we went to the inside and actually did some painting. So let's take a look inside. Everything painted, new windows installed with trim. Still got some touch up to do. Come in here and sand and paint. The doors we gotta hang. Took out the wall here. We gutted out the kitchen. Let's take a look upstairs. So today we're gonna talk about hanging doors. So first thing we will do is make a jig so our doors can actually stand up on their own, so we can router in the hinges. So it's a basic jig, and I'll show you how to make one with scrap wood. If you're looking to change out the doors in your house to 6-panel doors, hollow core doors, or any kind of door, and you want to leave the casing and actually just change the door itself, if the casing isn't bad, you can actually take the door off, match it up to the door, mark the hinges that way, and actually mark them and then router your hinges in. We're going to actually do it, put the door in the frame, mark the hinges, and then actually routing them in. That way we can make sure it's set, because some of your older doors may have had a gap, you know, at the top or at the bottom, but that way we can make sure we got it set in the right spot. So let's see what it takes. Mark the top and bottom of the hinge. And like I said, you can do this with the door and match it up, but usually this way I know the door is sitting where I want it. set the door up. Now we got it set up in the jig. I'm actually gonna be using the Ryobi router template. There are many ones out there. I've used different kind. This time I'm gonna give the Ryobi a try. And the way you do it is, this is your inside of the door. So your hinge is gonna be on the actual inside. So the lines that we made, we're gonna line up the jig, the template with the lines, and tighten it down. Just need to be snug so it doesn't move. My router is already set to the proper depth. And let's see how the Ryobi works. And the Ryobi comes with a tool that actually helps you center the bit. So it comes with the plunger tool that actually, as you get ready to drill, the drill bit comes out. But the tip actually centers inside the hinge, and you can see as it goes through, it actually centers your screw. So let's give it a try. And you don't need to drill all the way through just to get it lined up. So we've got the top of your door, top of your hinge. It. And since this is an outside door to the garage, there is some weather stripping here, which I'll come back and make sure it's sealed. But that's it. So that's how you actually install a slab door. The easiest way to make the hinges match up, and like I said, you can replace all your doors in your house, just match up the hinges, and that way you get a good alignment, a good line across the top, and that's it. So we got about 10 more doors to do. May show you some, but basically the same scenario for them all. So let's talk about the doors that don't fit in the opening. This is a 30-inch door, which on some older houses that were slab doors here, you can see actually won't fit into the casing. So in these cases, we have to actually trim it down to size. And the way I like to do it is you want to keep the front side the same so your doorknobs setback are the same, and trim off the back side. So let's go around and see how much we have to trim. So set your door in the space in the casing, and let's go around and see on the other side. So from this side, you can see how much we're off. So you can basically see it's almost the thickness of the hinge all the way down. So we'll take a measurement and actually come back and see how much we have to trim off to get it to fit in. So let's take a measurement and see what this one takes to get cut. So everything fits on this side. We got it shimmed up to the right height, and I just usually put a few marks just in case the door casing is crooked. Because at the bottom look like we're basically almost in, so it'll probably be different. So let's go take some measurements and get it set up. So it looks like we're going to be cutting a lot of doors, like about a 1/4 inch or less off of the doors throughout the house. So this is an easy way to do it. Find you some lumber, which in this case 1x, and usually they're not as straight, but the straightest one you can find, and set it up. And what we're doing is actually gonna make a jig out of it, so that way we can just basically follow all the way down, or you can buy the metal guide, but this is just an easy way to do it if you can find some straight lumber. So let's get it cut, set up and cut, and see how it fits. So it's the same principle. Once you trim the back side of the door, same, mark your hinges and everything lines up, mount the door, and it's good to go. Opens nice and neat and closes. So once you put your hardware on, you're good to go. Now that we got all the doors hung, let's see what tools it take if you plan on doing it yourself. The first thing we made was a jig to hold the doors. So we covered that. So you see that works perfectly. You're gonna need a circular saw. You're gonna need a impact wrench or a screw gun. You're gonna need a router to router out the hinges. You're gonna need a hinge router template. Now I'll do a review on the Ryobi hinge route template because it comes with a centering punch drill and it does other hinges, but I'll do a review on that. Gonna need a tape measure, a hammer, and clamps for your straight edge if you decide to cut your doors with a straight edge, or you can actually get a metal straight edge that are clamped to the doors. So those are the tools that are required to hang your doors. So that phase is complete. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and notifications for upcoming videos on Renovate This Whole House. Talk to you later.